Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 84th episode of Wednesdays for Waste Warriors, a WWW equals 5R. And it has been a fabulous journey, and especially today, it is a festival, Mahashivratri. Happy Mahashivratri to all of you. And आज के दिन we have a very special guest, Colonel Shashikant Dalvi, who's like mentor for everyone, a guide, a teacher, our beloved friend, and always telling us the right uh, inputs and insights from his experiences. So Colonel Dalvi, I think आपको सब लोग जानते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी मैं
Please
चाहूंगी,
go.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वेलकम, रियली रियली वेल, आई अप्रिशिएट कि आपने अपना टाइम दिया, और आपकी सोसाइटी जो कि इको फ्रेंडली सोसाइटी है is well known in Pune, and you have been you know at since the beginning you have been at it to make it possible, right from waste management to rainwater harvesting. जो भी चीजें हम बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस मानते हैं वो सारा कुछ आपने वहां पे करके दिखाया है, and you've shown that it's possible to do it. So I would like you to briefly introduce yourself, and then I'll ask you the first question.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Anuja. It is because of you I am on the Zoom meeting with all of you, friends. Last, I retired in 2002 and settled in Viman Nagar, where I had purchased a flat. They made me फौजी आदमी रिटायर्ड है तो उसको प्रेसिडेंट बना दो सोसाइटी की कमिटी का. So I was made the chairperson. The first thing I noticed was the huge water problem. In those days, our water table was down to 225 feet of our borewell, and the daily requirement was 3 tankers a day.
Wow.
It's a middle class society, not very rich people. But that means, Monica, this is a major chunk from the maintenance we are charging to all the members. So I decided to tackle that first. When I started looking into it, so there was nobody in Pune or subsequently in the Maharashtra state also. There was nobody who has done rooftop rainwater harvesting in a multi-storied building like our societies. So I decided to take it as a challenge, and my society people supported, especially the committee members. Thankful to them. And then in May, because I had to train people also, there was nobody. क्या क्या करना है, कैसे करना है. I had to fabricate the filters because market now they are available, but earlier rainwater harvesting filters were not available. So you have to start from that end also.
Yeah.
But before the monsoon, June 2003, our complete project was ready.
Wow.
Our rooftop area is 12,000 square feet, and Pune receives 750 millimeters of annual average rainfall. Means our society, 12,000 square feet rooftop, receives annually 9 lakh liters of water. And we had channelized through filtered that water directly into borewell. As a result, today, in 2025, you'll be surprised to see, whoever comes and see, is our water table has come to now 10 feet below the ground level. From 225 to 10 feet only. Now, मैं डरता हूँ कि भैया और 2 साल के बाद वो पानी बाहर ना आने जाए. Jokes apart, but it has helped us a lot. So once that started, then I continued, Jana Jagruti, and we had done more than 650 projects in urban areas and 140 villages of Marathwada and Pune district, making them tanker water free.
Wow.
I think that is more than enough to tell.
I think we would like to show that the screen.
Yeah, please go
तो
ahead. Then I'll be able to come back.
Yes, and वो एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन इंट्रोडक्शन होगा कि आपकी सोसाइटी क्या क्या प्रैक्टिस करती है, बिकॉज ज्यादा से ज्यादा सोसाइटीज वही चाहती हैं कि हम सस्टेनेबल रहें, अपना पैसा बचाएं और मेंटेनेंस हमारा कम हो जाए, क्लीन और ग्रीन
बिल्कुल
रहे,
सही बात है।
अवार्ड मिले। लेकिन सबके पास टीथिंग प्रॉब्लम हम कैसे करें वो ही समझ नहीं आता। सो आई वुड लाइक एवरीवन टू लुक एट दिस, जो कर्नल दलवी के सोसाइटी लुंकड ग्रीनलैंड 2 में लिखा हुआ है, आर सोसाइटी ग्रीन सोसाइटी।
Now, if you take the first one, you'll find that rainwater harvesting in 2003. Subsequently, you'll see the garbage, wet garbage composting. That we did it in 2009, again, first in Viman Nagar. So we wanted to start everything because corporation is telling, and human being is the only animal which creates waste. No animal on this planet creates any waste. So मैंने कहा यार ये भी करना चाहिए, and we whatever comes, whether it's a plastic segregation, thermocol segregation, and of course Ganpati Bappa was there. So everybody was telling time and again कि भाई we should not buy the. So in 2013, early 2013, there is a studio in Ahmednagar, and one Mr. Kumbhar makes very beautiful Ganesh idols. So I invited him to come to our society and give a demonstration. So most of the people I had called from Vimannagar area, they saw it. And from that year onwards, at least our society started uh, eco-friendly Ganpati. Rest of things are there. What we can do is always is at the end, I will say that it is in our hand. Because corporation can only tell you, give some incentive, nothing beyond that.
Yeah.
And it is only possible if the members are going with you. That's
Yes.
also because I visited more than 3,000, 3,500 societies in Pune itself. But the problem lies there when the committee people tell कि भाई ये मुश्किल होता है. Everybody is not with you to implement certain things. Can that's a different issue.
I remember once you had given, you were sharing a statistic where you said in Pune there are X thousand housing societies, and out of those, only this much have these best practices.
You know,
Would you like to
you know,
please share that with
yeah,
everyone
yeah,
here?
why not? There are about 17,000 housing societies in Pune.
Mm-hmm.
Present figure is. And all of you must be remembering that PMC started uh, when they started about 2007. They started they made it mandatory for rainwater harvesting in the new and old buildings. And as an incentive, they gave 5% property tax rebate.
Yeah.
We applied for it. We were the first society to get that. And since then, we are continuing with it. Also, the compost pits we did it in 2009. Another item for which they were giving incentive. So we got that also.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you do it. And since imagine, out of these 17,000 housing uh, societies in Pune, only 5,000 plus have claimed rainwater harvesting and composting, wet garbage composting. Because that's what you, even if you can walk into the property tax department on the ground floor in the corporation building, they are open to tell you कि कितना है क्या है. It is sad. Means that is how we find the problem is everywhere in the paper, in the newspapers, in TV. People say कि यार पानी नहीं आया.
Yeah.
Now itself, we have started in the month of January. Started now, last few days. Another thing which you, I think, should I start?
No,
yeah,
we wanted to show the video now. Should we show the video?
yeah. Please let us start with video. I can include number of things in that.
Yes, yes.
Please show. Friends, it is 2 minutes video of our rainwater harvesting project in our society. Please, I
Yeah.
am be with me. Have a patience and watch it.
Please, please do watch.
Yeah, please run.
Full screen. Mhm. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Volume.
Yeah.
This is Greenland 2 Society, situated at Vimannagar, a suburb in Pune, India. Vimannagar area is known for water scarcity. This society has 57 flats. It has one borewell and it used to give water for about 30 minutes when the society was handed over by the builder in 2002. To fulfill the requirement of the water, 3 tankers were coming every day to the society and the monthly bill was almost 25,000 rupees. Seeing all this, the chairman of the society, Colonel Shashikant Dalvi, thought of doing rooftop rainwater harvesting in the society. This he had seen in Rajasthan while serving. The terrace area of the society is about 12,000 square feet and the society gets approximately 9 lakh liters of rainwater in 1 year on the terrace. This water goes through the sieve which is fixed on the downtake rainwater drain pipe and then through the filter which is connected to the pipe and goes in the borewell. The water is filtered twice so the water entering borewell is clean. Whenever required, the water is taken from the borewell using a motor and collected in the tank. After the rainwater harvesting is done, the same borewell's yield has increased from 30 minutes to 9 hours per day. Now the society is not dependent on tanker water. It is completely tanker free. One more benefit is that it is recharging the underground aquifer and thus increasing the groundwater level. Nature has given us so much. Now it is our turn as a citizen to return back and preserve the natural resource. Please remember, we have not inherited this world from our ancestors. We are borrowing it from our children.
So this
This is
is
Greenland
what
2 Society.
you can close it now. It is finished.
Thank This is really an amazing achievement. Congratulations, Colonel Dalvi, and to all the team members who helped you and supported you. ये बहुत ही सुंदर एग्जाम्पल है कि कैसे सब लोग कर सकते हैं.
Precisely because what happens is the Pune has got ample amount of rainfall.
Mhm.
I had number of discussion in the PMC with different commissioners, etc. But unfortunately, we are not able to, cash on it.
That's
We did it. So when I saw this, that we can do it. Common people we are not something separate. I am not a geologist or rainwater harvesting. पढ़ा लिखा तो बंदा हो नहीं फौजी हूँ यार. Whatever comes, you must take it as a challenge and do it. So this is what exactly we did it, and then it paid us complete. And what was the cost in those days when we did it? It was the entire project cost us 48,000 rupees. That was normally we quote, when you buy a flat or a house or a land, we say 100 rupees square feet, 1,000 rupees square feet, 10,000 rupees square feet. So in this particular case, our case, it was only 4 rupees per square feet for this particular project. And now also it doesn't cost you fortune, depending upon the survey and depending on how the locations are, borewell and buildings, वगैरह. So it costs you anything between 30 rupees to say 80 rupees
wow.
per square feet of your rooftop area. So it is very doable, economical. The project only thing is that we must try and do it because unless until we do it every day, we keep hearing Pune also. Now, other day I had written articles about the Bangalore. I got the letter from Chennai, those of my Fauji friends who were there. Is that we are also equally bad. 2 years back, I had been to Chennai. They had called me. That particular society, we were able to help them out. But then, unless and until you can't depend upon any municipal corporation. Let me tell you. Because Pune has got 4 dams: Kadakwasla, uh, Panshed, Warasgaon, and Temghar. If you Google search karoge, so you will find Temgar is perpetually under repair.
Oh,
Okay. Only Khadakwastai Dam is meant to supply water to the Pune residents.
yeah.
Now, what is its capacity? It is 3.75 TMC.
Mhm.
Okay. Over a period of time, because of because of silting, continuous silting every year during the rainy season, the water, now the capacity has reduced to 1.75 TMC from 3.75 TMC. So rest 2 TMC is a silt. But corporation or the irrigation department, what they tell you and me or in the newspaper, 100% capacity pani ho gaya. Very true. But भाई दोस्त उसमें तो 60% is your silt is there. वो तो पानी है ही नहीं हमें.
Yeah,
तो पानी कहाँ से आएगा?
exactly.
पानी मदर अर्थ से यार मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ फ्री में पानी सर के ऊपर, आपके घर के ऊपर, छत के ऊपर. खाली उसका इस्तेमाल करो, मुझे वापस दे दो पानी. जहां से गया था बोर से आप खींच रहे हो.
वहीं पे.
So this is, in nutshell, this is what it is. It is up to us whether we want to do it or not.
Yeah. We always
So
talk.
what I will do is, what I personally feel is, Anuja, if people can allowed to call questions for this particular rainwater harvesting, please go ahead and ask the questions.
Yes. So, like you mentioned, कि as and when हम लोग एक एक वो खत्म करेंगे, people can ask their questions and you can answer. And then if they have questions while you're talking, they can put it in the chat. So, participants, you are most welcome to type your question. And Prashant wants to ask a question. Yes, Prashant, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Anuja, I'm not able to hear you properly. थोड़ा volume बड़ा कर दीजिए.
Okay.
Yeah, the question was how to check the
Yeah.
groundwater table level.
Okay.
Now, friends, we don't do the groundwater checks in a sense. Every Pune Municipal Corporation long time back has stopped giving water to the building construction. So they tell, why you dug your own bore well, 1, 2, 3, whatever, how big is a society or the township, and then start using that water. And 2009 onwards, 2007 onwards, they say, implement rainwater harvesting from the rooftop rainwater, and then your water table will start rising. Now, when you are digging a bore well, that time itself, there are water diviners. Now got technology is there with them. They can tell you at what depth exactly there is a aquifers or jharna in simple terms are there or is there. Then you dig, and that is how the last question was. I was asked. That's what it is. Otherwise, there is nothing technical. I try and avoid. I try and use, rather, as a matter of fact, whatever is available with the society.
Yeah.
I don't want to tax society for further, which I am not aware. Because water table is there, like I said, my borewell that water table was at 225 feet. And today you can see it yourself. Yeah, 10 feet pe pani aaya hai. So like that. So water table, you can get it checked through computerized methods are there nowadays. You can get, or otherwise, Geological Survey and Development Agency (GSDA) is there in near the Sakhar Sankul in Shivajinagar. There is Sakhar Sankul building. Next to that is a building in which on top floor is the office of the GSDA for Pune. It gives you enough information about the water table of the Pune in zone wise, how it is. This is not done regularly. It may be about 10-year-old or 8-year-old when it was last done. It's a tedious and costing affair. Okay, next question. If somebody has got.
Yes, Prashant Kavalkar had a question.
Yeah, hi.
Prashant,
Yes.
Yeah, Colonel sir, thank you so much. We did speak earlier last year, and I
Okay.
did request you for the guidance around rainwater harvesting. I stay in Pashan, Vanshaj Garden Society. I'm
Right.
the committee member of that, and I was the first secretary long back in 2014. So the background here is, 10 years back. I mean, in 2014, we had implemented rainwater harvesting in our society, but that was, typical. You have a soak pit, and the rainwater gets collected, and it goes into kind of soak pit. Last year I did speak to you, and you advised me that you should go for the direct borewell recharge, and we did implement that last year itself, well before monsoon. And it's a very simple
Answer.
solution. One of our consultant provided, right, he put some sensors there, and the system is working fine, and it will lift the water from kind of the soak pit and put it into the bore well. So hopefully we will see good results in the coming future. So I just wanted to thank you for your
आपकी
guidance.
आवाज नहीं आ रही है प्रशांत.
Have a faith in Mother Nature. She will take care of you.
Course.
If you meet her
Absolutely, sir.
requirements, there is nothing big about it. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
And
you
I'm
so much.
very happy that people are following. Do it on your own. If I could do it on your own, anybody can do it.
Of course,
Please.
of course. I have another query. It's more about garden waste, but maybe we'll talk
It will be
about
coming
that later.
subsequently when I'm speaking.
Sure,
That
sir.
time you
Sure.
can ask me. Huh?
Sure, sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes. So should we
Yeah.
show that?
Yeah, we go to the next.
Yes.
If
Can we
there
show
are no
the
questions, many questions, then we can go and we can come back again in the end for the questions. Next was about the garbage segregation and compost pits. That we did it in 2009. Because there was, the PMC was, if many of you old society members, like he was saying about 2014, etc., you will notice that in 2005 or 6, I'm not exactly remembering the year, 5,000 rupees fine we received
Oh,
for not doing the compost pits and not segregating the uh, garbage, wet garbage.
mhm.
So we decided, of course, there was quite halla gulla, and the corporators, MLA, everybody shouted back at it was withdrawn. But what happened was, at least our members, everybody said, ki, sir, kuch kar lete hai. And they decided to support. So what we did, we segregated, like most of us are doing it, segregating wet garbage and then the dry garbage. Dry garbage also is further segregated to e-waste. Then we segregate into the dry waste, plastic, thermocol, etc. So this is, what we do it. So as far as the wet garbage is concerned, wet garbage, we have got the compost pits. And I always quote her name. She's keeping a good health so far. She is from NSCC Sheila Christian. Anuja, you may be knowing her. I'm not sure, but she came to my society because I am also a member of NSCC. So she came to our society, addressed all the people, and uh, she helped us make the recharge pits. Not recharge pits, sorry, compost pits. When the compost pits were done, and then we trained our own people. People ask me number of times, sir, कहाँ कौन सी एजेंसी है जो हमारे गार्बेज कंपोस्ट पिट्स मेंटेन करके? कोई एजेंसी? Why are you spending your hard-earned money? It is you and me, we can do it.
Yes.
There is no need. Literally, because people come and see our society things. They call the safai karmachari, so hum hi karte hain. He collects the wet garbage from each and every flat, and that particular day, it goes into that particular day's pit. It is leveled, and on top of it, garden waste, especially the leaves, etc., is spread. So makhi वगैरह बैठती नहीं है. No smell comes, and the reaction, whatever, to the biosanitizer, it starts. Only once the biosanitizer was laid into the all the 7 pits at the beginning, 2009. And then, as per the Sheila's advice, experts' advice, when we are removing once in 6 months the complete garbage, by then it is manure.
Yeah.
3-inch layer, we leave it at the down below
Okay.
to restart the process again.
Yeah.
And then it continues. Every month, we work ऊपर नीचे करते रहते, so that there's enough oxygen also. Most important thing which I keep getting the call from the number of people is, sir, हमारे पास भी रिचा वो है, garbage pits are there, but they stink.
Yeah.
So we have stopped.
Yes.
The reason is very obvious. If unless and until the floor is natural soil and not the tiles oblique concrete,
Yes.
leaching takes place, that must go inside the soil.
Yes.
If it is not, then it gets rotten. If it gets rotten, then it starts sinking.
True.
So those who have corrected their recharge pits, they get the benefit.
Mm.
And the simple thing is that now only less than 10% of our society garbage daily only is collected by the corporation. Miss Corporation गाड़ी जो आती है मॉर्निंग में, उतना ही ले, हमारे पास उतना ही बचता है देने के लिए, बाकी कुछ बचता नहीं। जैसा पहले जाता था, प्लास्टिक भी जाता था, थर्मोकोल भी जाता था, ई वेस्ट भी जाती थी। Subsequently, as and when we started getting people, there are few foundations in the Pune city. They come once every 15 days in Viman Nagar area and collect plastic.
Yeah.
They go away. And then and I think Nag Foundation is there who collects the thermocol.
Yeah.
So like that, that means it doesn't go into the city to cause a problem, the garbage problem. But for that, everybody has to do it. If everybody does it, then the city will remain. When you do it in your society like our society is clean and green. But then अपना मोहल्ला भी साफ सुथरा होना चाहिए. Then only it is worth it. Otherwise, it's not worth it. So it is very much doable, very much calculation. And every 6 months, we get about 50 cement bags worth of manure. We don't sell. I use it for our society garden, and all the members who have given their wet garbage to us, they take it as and when they want for their terrace garden, in their gamla वगैरह के लिए, and they carry it. So this again benefits you. Make sure that societies are clean and green.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful. It's a winning case study, let's say, because सबसे पहले जो आपने प्रॉब्लम बोला कि उसमें से बदबू आती है, दैट इज सबके पास सेम प्रॉब्लम है, और हम उनको ये बोलते हैं अगर बदबू आ रही है इसका मतलब है कुछ तो गलत हो रहा है, कुछ स्टेप पे कुछ गलत हो रहा है. बदबू
And
इज
ये गलत होता है अनुजा. This is the only problem with this is because they are not aware. I blame PMC for that. Why don't you make a simple 2-page booklet or leaflet and give it to every citizen of that ward? When the ward monthly meeting is there in the ward offices, please give it to them. Tell them what are precautions you are supposed to take so that there is no, it will be proper, no smell and nothing will take place. And how you can, that people can be trained, like, so neighboring societies, their sapai karmacharis to come to my society, our society, and get it trained. Just to observe कैसे करते हैं ये लोग. मैंने ले लो, वीडियो ले लो, फोटो ले लो, वहां जाने के बाद फिर से देख पा के ठीक ठाक करो. Why not? The technology is available with us, Anuja. So we can definitely make use of this.
Definitely. And like even in our society in Pashan, I also live in Pashan. I always request KK Nag to come and collect the thermocol. It's like एक महीने में collect कर लो, 2 महीने में collect कर लो. And then there are other societies also जो पूछते हैं, and हम उनका भी collect करवा देते हैं. Then I found a separate collection vendor for nariyal, the coconut shells.
Yes,
वो लोग
yes,
भी
very
आके
correct.
कलेक्ट करते हैं विदाउट मनी. सो मैं उनका भी 15 डेज में एक रन करवाती हूँ, और वो कलेक्ट करके ले जाते हैं. देन दे मेक रस लाइक रोप्स आउट ऑफ इट एंड कोकोपीट आउट ऑफ इट, सो वी कैन बाय द कोकोपीट फ्रॉम देम. सो there is a circular system in place, but हमको वो dots connect करना है और उन तक जुड़ना है.
Exactly. For that, I'll give you credit because I'm sharing my experience of my society.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So
and
tell me, yes, please go ahead.
and next was again plastic and thermocol. It has come, like I mentioned to you. What we do is initially there were some problems because the plastic collecting agency used to tell us कि सर वो milk bags भी है वो साफ नहीं करते dry नहीं करते. So then we had a demonstration to all the members including tenants.
Hmm.
कि भाई, what do you mean by dry plastic? So we told them, and then later on there was no problem. You know, when the tenant comes to our society, the committee that we chairman, secretary, and treasurer, we always interview them. They may not be knowing वो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं. कभी कभी they are पुणे के बाहर से होते हैं. So they are not aware कि भाई ये practice क्या होता है करके. पुणे के पुणे आते हैं तो then they know it. बोलते कि सर हमें मालूम है हम करेंगे कोई problem नहीं आएगी. So we try and make sure that all these things should be known to everyone.
Yes. We have a separate group for milk bag collection, which is called Mission Source Segregation. जिसमें सिर्फ मिल्क बैग कलेक्शन कैसे काटना है पैकेट कैसे उसको धोना है कैसे सुखाना है कैसे एक छोटे से रोल में बना के 6 महीने तक कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं देन यू कैन गिव इट सो इट गोज टू द रिसाइकलर बिकॉज milk bag packets are something which is 100% recyclable.
Yeah,
And,
very true. Very
and
true.
recently we started the same with Pro Earth and RUR Bombay for Tetra Pak collection. Tetra Pak
Correct.
and the packaging is 100% recyclable. But क्योंकि वो MLP है, multi-layer plastic है, it has aluminum, it has cardboard, it has plastic.
Yeah, very true.
So
Very
it
true.
has to be recycled in a special way in a factory. एंड क्योंकि फैक्ट्री है हमें सिर्फ कलेक्ट करके उन तक भेजना है हमको घर घर में रिसाइकलिंग यूनिट चालू नहीं करनी है तो
I think next we are coming to energy saving practices.
yes exactly
You know what happened? People ask me, sir, आपने अभी तक सोलर क्यों नहीं लगाया?
हाँ जी
मैंने बोला ठीक है, you are right. तो हर बार पैसे लगते हैं हर चीज के लिए. When we wanted to do it about 10-15 years back, that time subsidy was very less. And for 1 kVA plant, it used to cost almost 1 lakh rupees. Our requirement was 10 kVA load was there for the common energy load. And almost it was 10 lakh rupees. So that is how I entered into the how to save energy.
okay
So what we did in our society was we found out what is the load actually. So we were having 130, 40 watt tube lights.
okay
So that is a major load. Because that 130 to 40 watt, those much of kilowatt is there. So what I decided by then LED was in the market. So we changed out from 30 watt tube light, 40 watt tube light to 10 volt CFL bulbs, LED bulbs, sorry. And then we had carried out illumination audit in the night when लोग खाना खा के चक्कर मारने के लिए जाते हैं. मैंने बोला देखो और कहाँ कहाँ अंधेरा है. मैंने कुछ ट्यूब from 130 tube lights we came down to 90 only the bulbs, LED bulbs. मैंने बोला कि I don't want चोरी भी हो but I don't want रोज दिवाली भी हो. कोई मतलब नहीं बनता. मैंने कहा यार this is the way it will be. Ultimately we will be paying money for the electric bills. And with that some changes people told me sir ये ठीक है. So we removed those. As and then we started getting fused. We never replaced them or replaced them with the tube light, the LED bulbs. That year itself, our electricity bill from 22,000 came down to 11,000. 50% reduction. Imagine if you and me take some interest and do it. These are doable things.
exactly
And I involve the ladies mostly. शाम को घूमते रहती हूँ यार देख लो कहीं अंधेरा बिंदरा तो नहीं है चोरी तो कोई छुपा तो नहीं बैठा हुआ. And then come out नहीं सर ये यहाँ पे लगा ही दो बल्ब या नहीं है यहाँ करना बाकी सब ठीक है कोई जरूरत नहीं है. Results are known to them. Because what happens? Ultimately, everybody has to pay for electricity bill. Everybody has to pay for tanker water bill. So once that is removed, your the bill, annual maintenance bill comes down drastically.
Yes.
If you ask, because Vimannagar, Wagholi, Kharadi, I mean eastern part of Pune, people, those who visit tell कि सर हमारा तो 5 रुपया स्क्वायर फीट से चलता है, 4 रुपया स्क्वायर फीट से चलता है, बहुत महंगा है सर. और मैं बोलता है यार मेरा तो 1.5 रुपए पे चलता है. बिकॉज जो मेजर जो है वो आपका टैंकर का है, लाइट बिल का है. नाउ व्हेन यू डू द ग्राउंड वाटर रिचार्ज, like I say, now it has come to 10 feet के ऊपर, then you remove the amount of electrical energy required to pump out the water is much less compared to when we were pumping out the water from 225 feet. You know, the energy required, electrical energy required much less. Because we checked it from the meter, which was separately, we kept it there. It is amazing amount of energy saving is there. So मैंने कहा यार ये करने से बहुत ज्यादा फायदा होता है. Not only that, you get water table बढ़ता जाएगा permanently. अभी for last 4-5 days, Vimannagar was getting reduced water supply or no water supply. But we never went to any tanker water, and no tankers came to us. Because what we have done is the rainwater harvesting. It has saved. Water conservation, rainwater harvesting, if you do the practice, लोगों की आदत हो जाती है. कोई फिर जब शुरू में टैंक्स पानी स्टोर करने के लिए, एंड वंस जैसा यार 24 आवर्स पानी आ रहा है, तो व्हाई शुड यू वेस्ट वाटर? अब अभी nobody has got any tanks because we are giving them since 2003. So that is a very beneficial thing what we are having.
Yeah, actually ऐसा होता है ना कि penny wise and pound foolish. So हम छोटे 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 खर्चे जो होते हैं कि टैंकर बुला लो, लेकिन वो अगर ऐड करते जाएंगे तो it becomes a huge burden on
Huge. Not only it is saving for your own pocket, it is environmentally very friendly. It is very friendly, eco-friendly. It is environmental friendly. So you will find that subsequently, you can visit our society, you will find too much of a greenery is there. जब पानी के लिए मैं बोलता हूँ यार चिंता मत करो, पानी का ही है, आपने वो किया है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, मैंने कहा जितना मर्जी इस्तेमाल करो. So अभी तो they are not bothered about it as a matter of fact.
ऐसा होने लगेगा कि सब लोग जो सुन रहे हैं 4 पर स्क्वायर फीट और 5 पर स्क्वायर फीट वाले सब बोलेंगे हमको आपके सोसाइटी में मूव करना है.
आ जाओ मोस्ट वेलकम. अभी जगह नहीं है खाली, तो जब हो जाएगी बता दूंगा, आ जाओ, जरूर आ जाओ. नहीं, अपनी सोसाइटी वैसे करो ना, मेक योर सोसाइटी, व्हाई नॉट? देखो यार, देखो, आई ऑलवेज कोट इट, इफ आई कैन डू इट, एनीबॉडी कैन डू इट. देयर इज नथिंग वेरी high technology, or tell me which is the high technology job in this.
Exactly, सब लोग टेक्नोलॉजी और वो सब लाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन ये तो सिर्फ सिंपल थोड़े बिहेवियर चेंज और थोड़े
correct, exactly.
You know,
now we come to the last point, that is the Ganpati Bappa Moria.
Yes,
so
festival.
we started having eco-friendly Ganpati way back in 2013. 2011, I came to know about one Mr. Kumbhar.
Yeah.
He has, in Ahmednagar, he has got a studio, very famous chef. So somehow I was able to get hold of him, and he agreed to come. And 2013, in our society, he conducted a workshop on मिट्टी के गणपति बनाने के, शाडू माती के. वो लेके आया था, छोटे ब्रिक लेके आया था, and then we made it there. That year onwards, 2013, we got, and everybody in society, members also, all of them attended. Everybody has eco-friendly Ganpati Bappa. And then in our lawn, we keep big buckets or big bartan. In that पानी डाल के रख देते हैं, हर एक आके अपना अपना गणेश जी का उसमें विसर्जन, इमर्शन कर देते हैं. And what biggest advantage is, बच्चे वहां खड़े रह के देखते हैं कि हाउ it gets dissolved. सुबह स्कूल जाने से पहले आके देख लेते हैं, बताते हैं अंकल पूरा मिट्टी हो गया, गणेश बाबा चले गए. मीन्स इट इज सो गुड. सो दे ऑल्सो कैरी दैट कि हमारे सोसाइटी में ये प्रैक्टिस होता था. अभी जो लड़कियां अभी कॉलेज में है वो बोलते हैं कि अंकल हम बता देते हैं हमारे सोसाइटी में गार्बेज बाहर नहीं जाता है, कंपोस्ट पिट्स बनाते हैं, हमारे पास कंपोस्ट पिट्स है उसमें डाल देते हैं. पानी का है, गणपति का है, एवरी डे का जो निर्माल्य होता है, एवरी डे फ्लावर ऑफरिंग्स टू योर ओन, घर के जो भगवान जी है, वो सारा हम सेपरेटली लेकर के अपने जो गार्बेज पिट्स है उसमें डाल देते हैं, कंपोस्ट पिट्स में डाल देते हैं उसको, और उसका भी मैन्योर बन जाता है. So nothing, what is it, we can do it, and then people come out with ideas. Sir, ये भी कर सकते हैं, ये भी डाल सकते हैं. Why not यार? If it is सब हो जाता है. That's why I say कि you go back. देखो यार खाना तो मदर अर्थ से ही मिला है. हमने बीज सब बोया था लेकिन बीज उसी ने दिया था, तो उसका मिला है तो उसको वापस दे देते ना, in the form of a manure. तो उसको दे दो वापस, अच्छा हो जाता है.
बिल्कुल ठीक बोला आपने. यहाँ पे एक्चुअली इनने पूछा दिलीप ने कि इज देयर एन एजेंसी जो एक्सेस मैन्योर कंपोस्टिंग से जो होता है वो खरीद सकते हैं क्या. सो हम लोग ये हमेशा बोलते हैं कि अगर आपके पास एक्स्ट्रा मैन्योर है जो आप लोग नहीं यूज करेंगे अपने गार्डन में, तो आप किसी भी फार्मर को जानते हैं आप उनको दे दीजिए, क्योंकि फार्मर्स को हमेशा बहुत जरूरत होती है कि वो अच्छा कंपोस्ट मिले ताकि वो अपनी जमीन का संवर्धन कर सके. अच्छा
Very
कंपोस्ट,
true.
अच्छी उपज होगी, और अच्छी उपज होगी तो अपना ही फायदा है, अपने को ही अच्छा खाना मिलेगा.
Very correct. And people take it, farmers, etc. They are willing to pay the money.
Yeah.
Like Colonel Suresh Patil, you must have heard the name. Many of you must have heard the name. In Khadakwasla area, he's my best friend. He is doing one-man show, one-man battle to remove the desilting of Khadakwasla. And he's doing amazing job. Let me tell you. What I'm bringing it is, again, that silt. अब पीपल वहां के आते हैं, फार्मर्स लेके जाते हैं, ये सब इसी से हमारी प्रोडक्टिविटी बनती है, बढ़ती है बहुत सारी. So if you can, if you got in excess manure, you can definitely ask the people around, or ask the, like you mentioned, कि सब weekly there are farmers बाजार होता है, वो लेके आते हैं सामान, उनमें से किसी को पकड़ के रखो, वो हमेशा आ जाएगा आपके पास, साहब जी दे दो वो मैन्योर, हमको दे दो, हम लेके जाएंगे.
एक्चुअली लास्ट वीक जो हमारे लाइक अभी जो गेस्ट थे वो गार्बेज क्लिनिक चलाते हैं, एंड ही उन्होंने बताया था कि उन्होंने एक ऐसे कोऑपरेटिव जैसे शुरू कर दिया है वेट वेस्ट स्पेशली, कि जो पिकअप करेंगे वो उसका मैन्योर बनाएंगे, मतलब खाद बनाएंगे कंपोस्ट करके, और फिर वो फार्मर्स को बेचे देंगे, और फार्मर्स जो उपज लेकर आएंगे वो ही घर घर में जाके वो बेचेंगे. तो वो उनका एक बहुत ब्यूटीफुल सर्कुलर वो इकोनॉमी बन गया है कि आप ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट अपना दे रहे हो और ऑर्गेनिक फूड आपको मिल रहा है.
Very true.
So
Very true.
that is achievable and everyone can do that. है ना?
Well, friends, it was a wonderful thing. All of us must thank to Anuja for giving me opportunity to interact with you. And once again, I'll only plainly say that water problem is there, garbage problem is there, and it is our created, means you and me, not only you personally as such, but Pune citizens. We have created the problem. So understand, we ourselves find the solution. Those who want to interact with me for anything, or want to have a number of society people come and have a look at it. So आपसे देख के जाते हैं, देखो साहब कैसे कर सकते. Please do visit. And there are plenty of societies who are doing it. But पहले कम थे, but अभी बढ़ने लगे. That's a very good sign that people are doing it.
We definitely will organize a tour and visit your society. ऐसे करेंगे. Prashant has another question. Prashant, आप
Please.
पूछ सकते हैं?
Yes, sir. So vermiculture, right? So we had kind of implemented vermiculture long back. So where the kitchen waste goes into that. Now our challenge is, sir, garden waste. Luckily we have good trees. And Anuja, I did meet you on the during Chipko Andolan at Rammota Confluence. Okay, so my point here is we are, sir, literally struggling here. And pro earth, what you mentioned, Anuja ji, we talked to them and they gave us a quotation of 40,000 rupees to clean up all. So prior to that, what we did, we talked to our PMC office, and there was one Mr. Mohite, Ajay Mohite, who offered us a kind of a contract, and they will manage the whole of the garden waste. I'm not talking about the kitchen waste. Our that project is fantastically running, and we are getting 5% rebate there. What we are struggling is with the garden waste, and we are not able to find any sustainable and financial option. We talked to last year. We had a contact with PMC, the contractor from PMC. He didn't deliver as per that, as per the contract, and later on he started. He didn't pick up our calls, and because of that, there's a lot of garden waste pending. In our society, and we are literally struggling how to get rid of that. Because we are not able to find any sustainable option, and if even if we are asking any vendor to kind of collect that, they are asking that you pay 10,000 rupees and then only will clean up. So if you can guide here someone who can help us, because there is no point in spending 10,000 or 5,000 for removal of garbage, or garden waste. So is there any way you can guide us, please, here? Thank you.
Look here, Prashant. What I will say is, how
Mhm,
big is your the forest here? इतना गार्डन अगर गार्डन वेस्ट तैयार होता है तो क्या
mhm.
कितना बड़ा आपके पास हाउ बिग इज द सोसाइटी और इट्स अ
सर
टाउनशिप?
सोसाइटी तो छोटी है सर. इट्स वी हैव 30 फ्लैट्स ओनली. मैं आपको फोटोज भी भेज दूंगा. बट
Because
चैलेंज
30
कैसा है ना
flats
कि
only, Prashant, in
हम्म, हम्म,
our society also, we got
हम्म,
57 flat society. It's not a very big flat society. And
हम्म,
whatever we get daily garden waste,
right.
I put it into the compost pits of that day's compost pits.
So
Because
here
it
we
is
have.
lived until the it's a big टहनी हो, the big branch हो, उसको मैं निकाल के कारपोरेशन को दे देता हूँ. उनको बोल के रखा यार, बड़ा उसका क्या करेंगे, या तो होली तक इंतजार करना पड़ेगा जलाने के लिए. वो छोटी मोटी चीज होती है वो ले लेते हैं, ऐसे कोई बात नहीं आती. Because we don't give them anything other than that. And then leaves are there, you mow the lawn, grass is there, everything goes into our compost pits. We don't give it to anyone, and
So
that
that's where the
adds
challenge
to.
is, sir. Sorry,
Pardon?
sorry to interrupt you. That's where we have a challenge. Our
Okay.
housekeeping person doesn't want to own that activity, क्योंकि उसको भी वो गार्बेज, नॉट गार्बेज बट द गार्डन वेस्ट कलेक्ट करके हमारे जो वर्मी कल्चर के पिट्स है, 7 पिट्स है. हमारी सोसाइटी छोटी है तो एक 3-4 इसमें हमारा हो जाता है. 2-3 पिट्स हमारे वैसे ही खाली रहते हैं, राइट. बट देन
No, no,
हाउसकीपिंग
no,
गाय
no, no,
डजंट
no.
वांट टू ओन
One minute,
दैट
Prashant,
एक्टिविटी.
Prashant, Prashant, 1 minute. It is the compost pits are day wise. It is
करेक्ट सर.
Monday to Sunday. So
आई
you can't
अंडरस्टैंड.
keep
या
anything
सो
vacant. It
राइट
has
राइट
to
राइट.
go
सो
Monday का Monday में जाएगा, Sunday का Sunday में जाएगा. इधर का
आई
उधर, उधर
एग्री.
का उधर नहीं जाता है.
No, no. My more point was towards garden waste, right? Maybe I'll talk to Anuja ji offline or you offline as well. Thank you.
We will do that.
Okay.
प्रशांत we'll talk to we'll
Sure,
talk.
sure, sure.
मैं
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
आपका देखूंगी भी. लेकिन जैसे कि कर्नल दलवी ने कहा, द बेस्ट ऑप्शन इज कि हमारा जो भी गार्डन वेस्ट है जो इजीली बायोडिग्रेड हो सकता है, जैसे कि पत्तियां, छोटी टहनियां, घास, ये सब हम उसे मिक्स करते जाएं. जो हम ब्राउन और जो हम कहते हैं ना कार्बन नाइट्रोजन का जो लेयर्स बनाते हैं ग्रीन और ब्राउन का, वो हम उसके अंदर मिक्स करते जाएं तो वो हमारा बहुत अच्छा एक बैलेंस कंपोस्ट बन जाता है. आई वुड लाइक टू विजिट सम टाइम एंड देन डेफिनेटली
Please.
वी
Yeah.
कैन
We are
वर्क.
struggling with the manpower. We don't find we are struggling to find people who will help us to do this.
No, 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 Prashant, I'll tell you. In our society, we have got only one Safai Karmachari. He collects the wet garbage from every wet and dry garbage from every flat, 57 flats. Was the PMC vehicle which takes the balance of the garbage. Otherwise, plastic वहाँ चला जाता है जहाँ जाना है. Now, he spreads then. Once he's free at about 11:30, 12 o'clock, he takes up that bucket, the wing wise A, B, C, D, and then puts it into that particular day's along with अगर माली ने कुछ काम किया है previous day, that is kept in a separate bucket, that is also kept in that. Levels it and the green leaves ऊपर डाल देते हैं, खत्म हुई कहानी. We don't require any manpower यार. I will like we should exchange the ideas and the problems together to find solutions based on the practices.
Yes. And
So that then only, otherwise people are, you know, उनको लगता है यार सोसाइटी में रहते हैं, बहुत पैसे हैं इनके पास. कोई पैसा नहीं है अपने बाबू, इट्स अ हार्ड अर्न मनी यार. किस लिए पैसा किसको देना है? आई एम अ पेंशनर, कहाँ से पैसा दे दूंगा इनको? मैं अपने बीवी बच्चों को संभालूंगा या इनको दे दूंगा? So we can do it. If you can do it, please let us do it. Please, Anuja.
मुझे एक बहुत अच्छा आइडिया आया है. नेक्स्ट टाइम हम आपके हाउस कीपिंग स्टाफ जो है ना, जो ये पूरा अकेले करते हैं, मैं उनको इनवाइट करना चाहूंगी वेडनेसडेज फॉर वेस्ट वॉरियर्स में, और वो सबके हाउस कीपिंग स्टाफ को बताएंगे कि कैसे एक आदमी या एक बंदा अकेले कर सकता है इस चीज को. यू डोंट नीड अ ह्यूज मैन पावर.
Anuja, it's a good idea, but they won't be able to speak like what we are doing. You know, I've seen them. मैं stage पे भी बुलाता हूँ just to give them prizes annually when we have got our annual day type of thing. They're scared. सब मैं कहाँ छत के उसके stage के ऊपर आऊँगा? वे जो कुछ देना इधर ही. They're scared, you know. They're simple people. But what I can say is, where I have found out, whenever the society people visit us, our society, they interact with them. Then they are, you know, they are in their battlefield, because he is next to compost pit. He will take his up. We tell them, yeah, tomorrow ये लोग आने वाले हैं, तो compost pit में वो wet garbage डालना नहीं, इंतजार कर, उनके सामने ही डाल दे, उनके सामने ही लेवल कर दे, और ऊपर से ग्रीन लीव्स गार्डन वेस्ट डाल दे. Then they see it themselves. कितना टाइम लगता है.
So मैं on site उनका इंटरव्यू करना चाहूंगी. That will be so good.
Yeah. Why not? On site वही रिकॉर्ड करके दिखा दो सबको, जिसको दिखाना है उसको, और क्या चाहिए?
बिल्कुल, that will be
Please, absolutely. You know, we should. That's why I said कि share the experience. So some problems can be definitely sorted out.
Exactly. There is a question जो हमें पूछा जा रहा है. If you would like to talk about it, have you implemented STP? What is the economics of the project? So STP के बारे में भी आप ने कुछ अब तक शुरू किया है?
Yeah, you know, STP. You know how much water goes into the STP per person per day? If you see the breakup of 135 liters per day per person, there are two basically important columns in that are 45 liters for washing, that is washing of clothes and washing of the utensils. Okay? And 20 liters is for your bathing per person. So that means out of 135 liters, 65 liters goes as a, and which gets converted into grey water, or what we called in Marathi sand pani. That doesn't get mixed with don't mix with the commode water. That's a urinal and stool water. That's a black water. It's a different story altogether. Yeah. Now, grey water, STP, when the Pune Municipal Corporation first made the bid, was any new societies with 100 or more flats will have a STP plant. हमारी छोटी सोसाइटी उस समय तो था ही नहीं ये कंसेप्ट, हमने कभी देखा नहीं था, बिकॉज कोई जरूरत पड़ी नहीं. बट अदरवाइज जहां जहां है, दिस इज दैट मींस यू नो हाउ मच इज आउट ऑफ दैट 65 minimum once it is filtered and clear. It is not completely. What we do is recycle and reuse. है कि नहीं? The concept is recycle and reuse the grey water. But that grey water is used for what? Flushing, gardening, and car washing. Not for any other purpose. So you can't wash the clothes वगैरह उससे नहीं, इतना साफ नहीं करते हम उसको, उसमें से डिटर्जेंट केमिकल्स निकल जाए, because that costs money. STP, at least once in 6 months you have to change the filter. So now that is an additional burden on the members. So that has to be seen and worked properly. Because I have visited number of societies. जो कल सर आपको कुछ ना कुछ तो मालूम होगा आके बता दो. Though even though I'm not doing it, but I go and visit them and tell them कि why so much of money is being spent. There is, it is. I feel bad if somebody is spending unnecessarily extra money. You maybe society may be better off than compared to other societies, but let us do other things which are doable. Let us do rainwater harvesting. Let us do composting. Let us do the segregation of the plastic, thermocol, e-waste. Do those things. They also harm the environment. So if we can do that, you have achieved the majority of. Then let's other part go and visit those society. कैसे करते? Where STP is not available. Pune and PMC, PCMC area, PMC and PCMC area, below 100 flat societies. नहीं है. That means you have to go to major society and get their feedback from them. I won't be able to do that.
जो बल्क वेस्ट जनरेटर्स के कैटेगरी में आते हैं.
Very true.
तो और जैसे कि हम एसटीपी का बोल रहे थे और केमिकल्स इन द जो हमारे इसमें जाते हैं ड्रेन में, सो उसका एक और मैं बहुत बिलीव करती हूँ और प्रमोट करती हूँ विच इज बायो एंजाइम्स. सो अगर हमने वही फ्रूट के छिलकों को बायो एंजाइम में कन्वर्ट कर दिया तो आपके नेचुरल क्लीनर्स बन जाते हैं और आप केमिकल फ्री लाइफ जी सकते हैं. सो ऑफ कोर्स बायो एंजाइम्स इज समथिंग हम लोग बच्चों को भी सिखाते हैं, मदर्स को भी सिखाते हैं, फादर्स को भी सिखाते हैं, हाउस कीपिंग वालों को भी सिखाते हैं. सो जो भी सोसाइटी आपकी भी सोसाइटी में अगर इफ दे डोंट मेक बायो एंजाइम्स वी आर हैप्पी टू कम एंड टीच देम. सो दैट इज अनदर थिंग वो कर सकते हैं और हम रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं अपना केमिकल फुटप्रिंट. ग्रेट.
Sometime back, Anuja, I had called a scientist from very Dr. Saab from NCL,
ओके.
National Chemical Laboratory, and he came. किसी के साथ जान पहचान हुई थी, मैंने पर रिक्वेस्ट किया था, बोलता कर्नल साहब आ जाऊंगा. ऐसी क्या बात है, पुणे में ही रहते हैं आप भी, मैं भी रहता हूँ. He rode out in his own vehicle, came to me, quite elderly person, and then he briefed us कि from day one till end of the day, how much chemicals we use, right?
Yeah.
From toothpaste, he starts till in the end of the day, he says कि कितना chemical, and he says my grandparents or we don't use that much which our children are using or my grandchildren are using. बहुत ज्यादा इस्तेमाल करता है, but no comments. It is everybody's show. They want, otherwise तो दुकानें बंद हो जाएगी कि फैशन शो वाले बंद हो जाएंगे. खैर, anyway, thank you very much Anuja giving me time. I'm overshooting the time. People must be looking at the watch.
For your time and thank you for sharing all your wonderful experiences. And अगर और किसी के पास कोई question नहीं है, so Colonel Dalvi, if you want, I can type your number also in the
Yeah,
chat.
please.
Then they can contact you. Otherwise, मैंने मेरा नंबर तो डाला हुआ है. Anybody who wants to contact Colonel Dalvi, आप लोग मुझे भी मैसेज कर सकते हो and I shall share it with you. Let me just type it also. And आपको पता होगा कि Colonel Dalvi is like so famous and well known. He's also come on कौन बनेगा करोड़पति and shared the harvesting का story, right? And हमारे पास वो पूना में ही रहते हैं, तो हमको तो और भी ज़्यादा प्राउड होना चाहिए and फायदा उठाना चाहिए उनके नॉलेज का. और हमें हमारे पास में है इतना अच्छा एक living encyclopedia, so we must make use of that. These people, I'm sharing Colonel Dalvi's number. आप लोग उनको भी कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं और उनकी विजिट सोसाइटी विजिट करने का भी प्लान बना सकते हैं.
Yeah, society visit will be very good. It will be very good for the people to come.
We definitely plan that. They are planning reality tours. तो हम रियलिटी टूर्स में गुड रियलिटी बताने के लिए आपके सोसाइटी से शुरू करेंगे.
जरूर आ जाइए. You are most welcome. Have a cup of tea with me. No problem at all.
Hello.
Do visit us.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
हाँ जी
मैम
अखिल।
मैं टाइमिंग्स का पूछ रहा था कि टाइमिंग अपना जिस 6 बजे ये ऑफिस छूटने का टाइम रहता है, तो थोड़ा 7 बजे तक बेस्ट रहता है। मुझे अभी याद आया कि आज मैंने आपको मैसेज किया था।
नहीं, कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि हमें अपना
जी
टाइम थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि हाँ गेस्ट के हिसाब से भी, बट हम
जी
पूरी कोशिश करते हैं कि सब लोगों के लिए वो हो सके। आज का जो आपने मिस किया है, आप उसको यूट्यूब वीडियो में शेयर कर लूंगी, आप उसको
बिल्कुल।
एंड
मैंने 6 बजे 7 बजे ज्वाइन किया,
हाँ जी हाँ
क्योंकि
जी
एक एक एपिसोड जो है वो बहुत ही प्रोडक्टिव और नॉलेजेबल है। इंफॉर्मेशन बहुत अच्छा लगता है, मिस नहीं करना चाहते।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू करने का जितना अभी मैंने सुना है, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा लगा सर को। तो यूट्यूब में देखूंगा तो मैं कुछ राइस करूंगा, क्वेश्चन सर से बात करूंगा।
जी
थैंक यू
जी
मैडम।
यस, थैंक यू, टेक केयर एवरीवन। और जब हम इसको
Okay, Anuja, thank you very much. God bless you, people. Keep doing it. Thank you.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Thank you so much.
share
Bye
the
bye.
recording with all of you, and you can watch it, like it, share it, and follow us for more. Bye.
Sure.
Bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.